Hey guys, this is my men's 2018 Super Showdown review. WWE built this as a pay-per-view because when I went back to rewatch it on the network, it was built as a pay-per-view, so that's what I'm gonna do it as. I know that I wanted to do it on Saturday, but it rained and a whole bunch of shit happened, so I had to do it today, and I wanted to get my grocery shopping done, my cooking done. My laundry is in the dryer, which is why I'm doing it now. So, sorry about the delay, but I just needed to get some stuff done before I could do the review. And on top of that, my 2 work days were freaking horrible. And y'all know me, y'all know I like to give full energy into my reviews, and I could not give full energy on Saturday or Sunday. So, I didn't want to give you guys a half-ass review. So, let's get into it. First match of the night for the men's is the New Day versus the Bar, SmackDown Tag Titles. Kofi does springboard crossbody. The Bar throws Kofi and Woods into the ring post. The Bar does the over the rope double suplex to Kofi. Cesaro has Woods in a sharpshooter. Kofi breaks it with a kick to the face. Woods hits a backstabber on Cesaro, then a double stomp by Kofi, and New Day retains. Good match. I honestly was just bored by the first 5 minutes. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what they have the New Day do. Because I don't know, because I think TLC is this month and then Evolution, but I don't know because a site said that it was TLC this month, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. And also I will be drinking a lot in this video because I have a cold. So just for warning you, I see with this. But yeah, good match. Decent opener. Definitely got the crowd hype. I'm happy that New Day didn't do a promo before. I love New Day, but nah, I was straight. Second match of the night was John and Bobby versus Kevin and Elias. First and foremost, John's hair does look freaking ridiculous. No one's going to deny that, but I know that he's growing it out because of movies, and we don't know. And he has I think 3 more movies coming up that he's gonna shoot. So I don't know if those movies calls for him to have his hair or not. So it just depends. It does look very weird, especially with the bald spot, but I feel like he makes it work. So, and he laughs at himself. Like, he's been joking about it for the past 2 days, so it's cool. I'm good with it. But yeah. Bobby misses a spear / tackle and goes through the ropes. John does his 5 moves of doom, AA, then hits the 6th move of doom, which is a spinning back fist, and John gets the pin on Elias. John does a cute promo, and you can tell he's gonna retire soon. At least in ring-wise, of course. Not even trying to be funny. Very boring match. Very, very, very boring. But I love John's antics throughout the match. Like him talking shit to Owens. Like, you don't tell me what to say. I'll say whatever the hell I want. Like that type of shit. Him, interacting with the crowd made the match okay for me. Like, it made me not hate the match, basically. Also, to the dumbass smarks complaining about John only doing his 5 moves and then the 6 moves of doom and winning the match, it's basically the same as when The Rock wrestled, I think it was around WrestleMania 29 or something like that, and they didn't want, and he was shooting a couple movies, and they didn't want him to go back to wrestling because I think he tore his quad or something like that. So it's the same thing as John. Those moves that John did are safe moves that he performs ultra well, that they know he's not going to get injured by. So they had him do that and had him finish the match. Believe me, if John wasn't filming, I'm pretty sure John would be more in the match than Bobby. But yeah. So to the people that complain about that, you're an idiot. Just saying. Um, third match of the night. AJ versus Joe. No DQ, no count out for the WWE title. Excuse me. Getting another drink. Joe does a suicide dive through the ropes into the barricade. Joe hits a step up enziguri. AJ hits a moonsault into a reverse DDT. I would like to see Charlotte try to do that. Charlotte or Naomi. I feel like those two can pull that move off well. Or Lita. That would be great if Lita could do that in her match with Mickey at Evolution. That would be really great. Joe throws AJ back first into a steel chair. AJ, to me it looked like a electric chair, only like sideways. So AJ electric chairs Joe through a table, and Joe hurts his injured knee. AJ does a leg DDT, goes for the calf crusher, but Joe gets him in the clutch. AJ hits springboard 450 onto Joe's hurt knee. AJ gets in the calf crusher on the injured knee, and Joe taps. AJ retains. Good match, but with a no DQ stipulation, I wanted a little more. You know, like, and I know some people might be like, oh my god, like, you're dumb, but it's like, no DQs are designed to, at least they're supposed to have a lot of outside stuff happening and then end it in the ring. But there was a lot more in-ring stuff and then outside and then in the ring, so it's like, it wasn't really no DQ to me. Like, for example, people may say that I'm dumb because I like Nikki versus Carmella's no DQ, but that was a case of Nikki had just been back. Carmella, we know, wasn't in the in-ring shape that she is now. But even with that, they still managed to put on a decent no DQ match. And they still managed to make the best of what WWE allowed them to do in that match. Or like when you look at Jacqueline's versus Lita's hardcore women's match in 2000. They didn't do as much as the men did, but what they did was freaking awesome. And it's like, when it comes to AJ and Joe, Smarks praised these two up so well, and I like AJ. I don't really feel any type of way about Joe, and I just felt like, for how well they're praised and how much, I like AJ and how much Joe has been praised, I would expect more, and I didn't get, what I would expect from an ODQ match. But I understood it, it's okay. But it wasn't a bad match by any means. I just wanted more because of the stipulation, but it wasn't my favorite match between the two in WWE either. So, fourth match for the men was Cedric versus Buddy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Buddy hits a great flying clothesline to the outside. Cedric hits, I think Cole called it a Miku Noku driver from the top rope. I think that's what it's called. Which that did look really fucking cool. Buddy hits a sunset flip powerbomb. Buddy kicks out of a standing Spanish fly, then kicks out of the lumbar chick. I don't know if Corey was saying chicken chuck. Corey needs to emphasize better, because I don't watch 205 Live, so I don't know these guys' moves. But Jesus, if you're going to name a move, do it. Say it. Not emphasize. say it clearly, because half the time I cannot understand shit Corey was saying because he was talking too fast. He was slurring his words and shit, and I'm just like, dude, I know certain wrestling moves. I don't know all of them. I'm still getting a video together for me to learn all of them. But when you're a commentator, I need for you to speak clearly so that the people that don't know what a move is can now know what it is. And Corey Graves does not do that. And not even trying to be funny, I hate Corey Graves on commentary. He's so fucking annoying. But anyway, moving on. Buddy was able to kick Cedric after Cedric wanted to do something off of a slingshot. Then hit the unhandled driver. See, this is why I hate Corey sometimes, because when he calls moves, he says it so weirdly and so unclearly that I feel like I'm writing down the wrong fucking move. And it's annoying because I don't want to say the wrong move in my video. But because I don't want to have to go and rewatch it over and over and over again, I just write down what he says. But it's just like, that does not sound right. But he is some type of great, cool looking driver, basically. And he gets the pin and he's the new Cruiserweight champion. Good match. Great moment for Buddy, and if any title was going to change, it should have been this one, and it made sense. And I think I said Cedric, but I did not realize that Buddy was from Melbourne, especially since I don't watch 205 Live. But as soon as he came out, I'm like, okay, he's probably going to win it, and I was okay with that. So yeah, drink. Okay. Fifth match of the night for the men was The Shield versus Drew, Dolph, and Braun. I love how The Shield did their entrance, and I love their mask. It was so fucking awesome. The first, 5 to 8 minutes up until it was Seth versus Dolph was entertaining as hell to me. But a good portion of the match after that, I was bored as hell. I'm sorry, I'm not about to fake being excited. I'm not about to fake, because the internet loves these guys, I'm going to pretend to love it. No, I have my own opinion. I have my own thoughts. And in my personal opinion, the middle of the match was boring as shit to me. The only thing that really entertained me was the beginning and, the last, 5 to 8. So, don't get mad at me because I didn't like the middle of it. Braun, Drew, and Dolph surround the ring like the Shield did in the beginning. Dean gets up on the apron and everyone is looking to see whose side he's on. And he shows the world by drop kicking Braun off the apron, then doing a suicide dive to Braun on the outside. Braun goes to tackle Dean through the barricade, but Roman intercepts and spears Braun through the barricade instead. Okay, that spot was cool as shit because I didn't even see Roman coming. I'm like, what the hell? Honestly, that was probably one of the only times that I felt like Corey Graves. Where in the hell did Roman come from? But I like that they did it because it made a moment at the end of the match really cool. But that was a really good spot though. I love that. Where am I at? Not Seth. Drew and Dolph go for, I think, a tornado, some type of zigzag. And before they can do it, Seth super kicks Drew out of the ring. Then Dolph super kicks Seth. And then Dean hits Dirty Deets. And he wins the match. The moment of Dean going to get Roman and him pointing to his fist before putting it next to Seth and Roman's was freaking awesome. And there might be a story of Braun and Drew getting sick and tired of Dolph being the wink link. So there might be something with that. I think that the Dean heel turn may happen, it may not, I don't know. But I am excited for Raw, and with me seeing the the preview for Raw on the WWE Network thing. I'm excited for everything. It talked about Ronda and the Bellas. It talked about the Shield, all that. So I'm super super excited. All right, sixth match of the night is Daniel versus Miz. Winner gets a WWE title shot. The match itself, in my opinion, was boring, but I knew what WWE was going for. Brian won with the small package roll up. Basically, in my opinion, Miz wanted to showboat and he wanted to kind of like be the Daniel in the match, like show Daniel that he could basically do Daniel better than him, basically. And with like using his moves, like his running knee and things like that. Daniel kind of won in a Miz type of way of like normally Miz's opponent was set up for their finishing move and the Miz would counter into something, into a quick roll up and win the match that way. Daniel did that with Miz. So Daniel basically pulled a Miz on Miz. So it was a good little story. I wasn't bothered by it. I didn't mind it. It was definitely unexpected because I expected the match to be longer, but they're clearly going to continue the story, so I don't mind it. To the people that really thought that the story was going to end there, you're dumb. But yeah, didn't mind it. I was okay with it. Last match of the freaking night. The main event. Undertaker and Triple H, last time ever, no DQ match. Triple H puts a steel chair on Undertaker's neck, and Triple H hits him with the knee. And he's about to get the win, but Kane pulls the ref out of the ring. Sweet chin music, pedigree, Triple H wins. The Undertaker and Kane attack Triple H and Shawn, setting up for the possible match at Crown Jewel. Honestly, I didn't even write anything down for this match other than the finish and the cool spot that I liked before that, because I was so in awe of how well these two could still go. Like, yeah, you can kind of see their age showing, but even with that, I feel like people, and especially smarks, need to understand that wrestling isn't just flippy shit. It isn't just, 250s, 460s, Spanish flies. It isn't that. Wrestling back in like the 80s and 90s especially was very slow and methodical, and it built a story. So when I see smarks especially being like, oh, that match sucked, I'm like, yeah, y'all want the Attitude Era back. If y'all really think that that match sucked, y'all would not last a fucking Raw in the Attitude Era. A lot of the matches were like that. And in my opinion, that match brought me back to the Attitude Era. And I love the Attitude Era. It's one of my favorite eras. But that match, in my opinion, was very good. It told a very good story. And I cannot wait for their tag match. My favorite match of theirs was obviously the end of an era match. But this match comes in at a very close second for me. But yeah, and I'm happy that Triple H got the win. I said Undertaker, I think, but I also figured that whoever won, basically the opposite team would win the tag match. So I understood. And like the moment of Shawn hugging Triple H's head and saying finally, it's like it built up even more for the story. So, and Undertaker and Shawn and the Undertaker storyline is on the preview for Raw as well. So it's not like they're ignoring it for like a week up until the show. No, they're continuing to build. So it's like smarks hate when WWE is inconsistent and don't build stuff up, regularly and all that. Well, they're doing that with the legends. So either get used to it or just skip their segments. But stop fucking complaining when this is what you want. You want consistency where there's consistency. You want consistency with the Shield, with Braun and them. It's giving you consistency in a lot of ways. Smarks have hated Raw and SmackDown for some dumbass reason for the past month and a half. Me personally, I've loved it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But that's and my favorite match of the night for the men was probably, in all honesty, Undertaker versus Triple H. But my second favorite would probably be the Cruiserweights. And I don't even watch the Cruiserweights, but I feel like the story that they told, the match itself was really good. And my third favorite would probably be the Shield versus Braun, and Dolph and Drew. That was very well built. That was very well done. My least favorite match of the night for the men was probably Miz versus Bryan, but because I understood what they were going for, I liked it. But match quality wise, that was my least favorite. So I am about to check on my laundry, and then I will be back with the women's review. Bye.